All right, we are now joined by Nebraska head coach Rhonda Revelle and student athletes Hannah Cannonson and Ava Cusack. After their big 14-1 win today against Southeastern, Nebraska will advance to the regional championship game tomorrow. We'll start with an opening statement from head coach, questions to the players, and questions for coach. So, coach, take it away when you're ready.
Well, my opening statement is going to have nothing to do about the game. I'll talk about that in a minute. In Lincoln, Nebraska, it's graduation day. And we have 5 of our student athletes that are here, obviously, but they have earned their diplomas, so we will get to celebrate that and give those to them tonight. And that's Jordy Ball, Olivia DiNardo, McKinley Maleka, Ava Bredwell, and also Hayden Warner, who graduated in 3 years. So it's a special day. You know, sometimes we forget. We always talk about it being a student athlete, but even today as we were driving here, you can tell it's graduation day here on this campus as well, and everybody was all, dressed up and everything. So, it's a big day that way. Game was good too.
All right, questions for the Nebraska student athletes.
Hannah, that home run you hit, did you know that was gone off the bat, or did you kind of have to wait to see that?
I kind of had to wait. At first I thought I was a little too under it, and I was like, oh, dang it. And then as I was running it carried a little bit, so yeah.
It was first pitch swinging too, so just what was kind of the aggressiveness when you showed it? I
was just really looking for a pitch I could drive hard, and I feel like yesterday I got a little big in my swing, so I was just trying to keep it simple and have the pitch I was looking for.
And Ava, your home run as well. That was a 3-ball count. They walked a couple of batters, so it was a walking reminder that you're just trying to stay aggressive there.
Kind of a little bit of both. I think going into the game, we were just trying to keep being aggressive, so not trying to be passive in my bats and just be ready for if the pitch is there. But obviously knowing that the person behind me can do it too as well, so that kind of helps taking the pressure off and just allowing me to see the ball and hit it.
Ava, going back to that home run, your previous at-bat, you have ripped the liner to the third base and made an amazing play on. And from where I sat, their center fielder looked like she might come down with that home run in your glove. Were you watching that, and were you starting to have a feeling about it again?
A little bit around first, and then I think I saw it hit something, and I was like, oh wait, I think it's it. I think it was out. But yeah, definitely going into my second at bat, I was like, okay, I'm putting this ball in play, I don't care where. Especially after the first one, it was cool that I got a chance to do it again and have the bases loaded, but so I was just trying to get the job done.
And Hannah, how did it feel? I get the game was out of reach. How did it feel to come on in relief and just put together 2 bang away innings and get in and out?
Yeah, it felt really good. I mean, anytime we can take 4 innings off of Jordy and the game really is huge. So I was just trying to come in and pound the strikes in and let my defense work behind me and just trying to do a whole lot different.
One more for the two of you about those home runs. Just when you're rounding third base, you see all your teammates waiting for you there at home plate. What's that feeling kind of like as a player getting ready to touch one plate there?
It's just super cool. I think that's one thing that's cool about our team is no matter who gets to hit a home run, like you're going to get the same reaction from everyone, and everyone's just so happy for you. And I love it so much coming home to them, and everyone's excited. Everyone's giving me a hug, so it's awesome.
I think also when you're around a third down, we're always ready for the knees. I can't wait for the knuckles and Coach Revelle. So that's one thing I love coming around third, but also just seeing the girls all smiling and just having fun. And I think just being able to take that in while you're around third is just a cool experience that it's definitely, that's a feeling that's going to be in my body for the rest of my life.
If you go back and look at there's a couple of home runs that she hit as a Husker, she didn't know how to knuckle bomb. She'd try to poke her hand my knuckles. I'm like,
And question, first of all, congrats to those seniors. I feel like a lot of people don't realize just how much work goes into being a student athlete. But one thing I'm always curious about, now you're going back to the hotel, you're done, you get to wait for the finals. What do you go through? I mean, not just, I feel like this late in the season with you guys, you're all in the right frame of mind, right in the right place. What do you do physically? What kind of nutritional things do you go through tonight? Like, what are you eating? What are you packing yourselves full of for another day in the week?
Well, yesterday was Lori Simple's birthday, so they had a lot of ice cream last night. So, it's a great opportunity to go back and, it's a the rest of the day is about rest and recovery and getting yourself ready for the next day. But it's so nice to be able to have a little downtime. yourself, decompress, coaches and players. That's really important. So even tonight, when we're going to have our little celebration with our families for the graduates, we'll do that right before dinner. And my guess is that they're going to watch some softball. They're going to take nice long showers, and it's not anything really big. Some of them have more recovery procedurally, like our pitchers and catchers, and it's different things for different people.
Before we take any more questions from Coach, student athletes, y'all are good to go. But any more questions for Coach?
I think when we talked to you this week in Lincoln before you left, you said, with the good pitching down here, don't expect any run roll wins as well. That's 2 to start off with. Just how the hitters done and going up against the pitching coming out on top.
Yeah, I did say that, but we'll take them. What I appreciate about our offense is we've played a lot of games within a game, and we really try to take each inning as its own separate game. And if we score in one inning, the next inning we're back to 0 in our mind. And so that's, I think, how sometimes the run rules have happened. And what I really like about our offense today is we got to their bullpen, and we still were able to produce runs fairly quickly. And that's going to struggle at different times this year. When they bring in a reliever, it takes us a while to get onto them. So, I've said all along, I felt like our best softball is still in front of us. I love the fact that we've gotten Hannah, Kylie, and Jordy all in games. I mean, we're going into tomorrow, and I think Jordy has 90 competitive pitches in this regional. So 90 game pitches, so both days in the 40s. I don't know if I could script that better for her.
Yeah, just another one about the hitters. I mean, I know you have power that this team has had all year, but the way that they shut out over here, they're over 100 home runs on the season now. Did you see that coming this year, or have they just really done well?
Yeah, I've been asked that question a lot. I think it's maybe one of those things you look back on years later and go, wow, who knew, and how did that happen? Sometimes, but I just know that we have a hitting coach that's very diligent. She's very competitive, but she's also a teacher first, and we've got athletes that really want to do well, and they work a lot extra, and you can't replace hard work. So, I mean, they can have all the plans and approaches that they want, but until they have a repeatable swing, and that's a lot of reps. I mean, in order to make hitting as simple as you can make it, you've got to make the physical part, the mechanical part, at a place where you can come and have a repeatable swing. So now you can try to match up with the pitcher and be able to make adjustments. So there's a definite progression, and it takes time, and it usually doesn't happen from 2 to 6 o'clock when we practice. It happens a lot on their own, and then a lot of their own film study. This group's really good about doing film study, and I've often thought about, you hear football coaches talk about somebody's really elevated their game, they spend a lot of time studying film. Well, listening to that, I'm like, that would probably work for any sport. So we really try to hammer them doing a lot of their own film study, and we do stuff together too.
Last one.
Obviously, the job's not done yet, but starting off 2-0 here, just how good of a position is that leave you in here heading to tomorrow?
Well, there's still a lot of work to be done, but this is about as good a position as you can sit in. You've played 10 innings, 11 innings, and you're done at 2:30 on Saturday. You don't play again until tomorrow. Everybody that you're going to have to play is going to have to play more, and so we've positioned ourselves well. But like I said, there's still a lot of work to be done.
All right, thank you so much, Coach. We will see you guys back here.